There's Tiffany. That's awesome. I'm really impressed with the changes. I like that. I like what you're doing.
All right, what's your name? All right, Benjamin, have a seat.
You're going to be in charge tonight.
All right, so I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going home with my family, and you could run this for us, okay?
It's not about the kids.
Okay, so do you want to help me out? Will you call the meeting to order? So just scoot up, just say, I'd like to call the meeting to order.
We've been against this.
I like to.
We should be doing this.
I'm not sure it's on the beat.
I'd like to call the meeting to order.
Miss Namika, will you take a vote? Miss Namika, will you take a vote?
Miss Anita?
Miss Namika, will you take a vote, please?
Mr. Clausen.
Here?
Mr. Paw.
Here.
Ms. Phillips.
Here.
Mr. Taylor.
Here.
Ms. Upchurch.
Here.
All right, then one last assignment for you. Can you read that? Yep.
To view this meeting's presentation documents, please access Board Docs. The link to the Board Docs website can be found via to the D38 website, www.lewispalmer.org, on the Board of Education/meetings webpage.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Benjamin.
All right, Benjamin, I think you might be on the school board sooner or later. What do you think? All right.
Check. Hello, my name is Sam Blevins. I'm the music teacher at Kilmer Elementary. Today we have some members of Kilmer's 5th grade to perform a couple songs for you. We're going to be performing My Country 'Tis of Thee and the Star Spangled Banner. Members of our choir are Isaac, and we've got Logan Zolsdorf, Faith Schauberg, Owen Schaenauer, Jake Provencio, Jaden Ogenes, Ben Egbert, and Charlie Lent. Thank you. Not yet. We'll do the Star Spangled Banner second.
All right.
Thank
Thank you again for the patriotic performance. Per board policy BEDH, public participation at school board meetings, there is one time for public comment, and it is limited to 30 minutes. In an effort to allow all who wish to speak, the amount of time dedicated to each speaker will be dependent upon the number of people who sign up, with the entire public comment period not exceeding 30 minutes. If 10 or less people sign up, each person will have 3 minutes to address the board. The sign-up sheet for public comments will be available at 5 p.m. in the Learning Center meeting room. All speakers will be asked to limit their remarks to the time allotted, based on the total number of speakers not to exceed 3 minutes per person. If a group of people have a similar concern, the board requests that a spokesman for the group be selected. The board respects the rights of the public to speak on matters concerning the operation of schools. We believe that the public comments that are critical, however, often cause unnecessary harm to the employees and to the education of our students. As a result, we prefer that members of the public share any criticisms of employees in writing with the superintendent, who is responsible for supervising all staff and involving the board as necessary. If you choose instead to address a personnel issue publicly, please understand the board does not endorse the comments of any speaker and reminds all who speak that they assume the risk of legal action by district employees in the event that the affected employees believe that any comments about them violate legal standards. Lastly, keep in mind we may have K through 12 students in the audience. Please keep all comments appropriate to our audience. All right, the next agenda item is to approve additions to the agenda, and I would like to remove section or item E5, which is found on page 9 of 13. Okay, is everyone comfortable with that?
I'll second that.
Are you removing it or just taking it out to talk about it?
We're removing it from the agenda. We're not prepared to address that tonight, Mr. Poff.
All right, thank
I was
you.
going to ask about that, so.
Okay. So I would like to make a motion as presented excluding section E5.
Second?
Okay. Mr. McGill?
Mr. Clausen.
Aye.
Mr. Poff.
Aye.
Ms. Phillips.
Aye.
Mr. Taylor.
Aye.
Ms. Upchurch.
Aye.
All right, and now we're privileged to have one of my favorite parts of any board meeting, and that is a learning demonstration. And we're privileged to have kids from one of my favorite elementary schools, Ray Kilmer. And so we will turn the time over to them.
I didn't know I'd be the first at the mic, but that's okay. My name is Becky Mold, and I am the technology teacher at Kilmer Elementary School, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of our innovation station. When Drew came on board as the principal about 2 years ago, we quickly started the discussion of a makerspace. He included some of the staff members, and that discussion kind of went throughout the school year and then ultimately developed into a committee of about 7 of us that met at the end of that 2016-2017 school year. And we really wanted to move forward with the makerspace. There's various ways that that can be approached. Some of them, there's some very sophisticated programs that can be purchased for a significant amount of money. There's also kind of a homegrown approach, and we decided with Kilmer that the homegrown approach is what we wanted to do. Makerspace also can be called a STEM lab. STEM is a very important buzzword these days when we're talking about the education of our students. We decided to make it a STEAM lab. We added the A for art because we felt that was a very important component, especially to us. Our art is near and dear to us. So throughout the summer, many of us attended some various trainings, the STEM boot camp through the Air Force Academy that's offered to us at a nominal fee, in EDCO, which our district is very generous to send many of us to every year, and we just decided to educate ourselves. So last year, we kicked it off. We found a space, we started, we let the kids name it. They named it the Innovation Station. They ultimately even designed a mascot and built a little robot kind of guy that they all voted on. He's the innovative native. is what they called him. And starting the second trimester last year, we rolled it out, and trying to find a way to fit that in a schedule is difficult. So we decided to go slow so we could go fast later. So we chose to meet over, unfortunately, lunchtime for kiddos, and we had like a 1-month rotation. So every kid had the opportunity to come into the innovation station, but they could also choose recess. But it gave us a chance to introduce them, to try a lot of different things, and it was very well received and very successful. So we found a way to work it into our curriculum now, so it's part of our specials rotations. We have your standard specials on a 4-day rotation, and on the 5th day we have Innovation Day, where all kids get to come in. A lot of design challenges so far, but we're working into some technology challenges very soon. Also on that day to kind of balance it, because we can't fit every student on a given day, the other half of the group will go to the library in what we call Coyote Time, and they're learning some technology and some other things that they wouldn't normally get to figure out in tech, and they're moving it into working on passion projects that we'll share between that time and the innovation station. So we're really excited about the direction it has, and we've got a far-reaching impact, and we really are excited. So I'd like to introduce Maggie Meckley, our instructional coach, who's going to tell us a little bit about our purpose. Thank you.
The leadership and teachers at Kilmer wanted a unique place where students could express their creativity and develop critical thinking skills. We wanted to provide opportunities for deliberate teamwork that realizes a synergy that cannot be achieved by independent work. The inclusion of art in a typical STEM lab was purposeful in that we wanted the students to pursue original ideas using their imaginations to design and solve challenges innovatively. Additionally, we want to use the lab more frequently than just once a week. We've encouraged our teachers to partner with our art teacher to create science and social studies interdisciplinary reading projects. Our purpose, therefore, has become our mission statement. The Kilmer Innovation Station is a place for learners to create, build, collaborate, and dream. In a purposeful, playful atmosphere, they explore science, technology, engineering,